Let them know the
We
reality.
do know the truth once we turn 10, 11, or 12 years old that there's no Santa Claus. But you don't take a child's innocence by telling them there's no Santa.
All right, I got another news flash for you. If you're 6, 7, 8, and 9 years old, you're not watching the 10 o'clock news, buddy. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I don't care, but these kids are on the internet these days. Kids are all over the
This
internet.
is not a YouTube clip.
It's all on MSN.
Who's watching it?
Listen to me.
6-year-olds?
When my 6-year-old nephew, Jeremiah, he goes on the computer, he goes...
Oh, he told you about the story, Josh?
No,
he told you why is the Santa Claus real? Because I saw it on
Listen to me. He didn't
Fox
tell me about
News.
the story, but he knows how to open up Internet Explorer. So the first day he opens up, my homepage is MSN. Now, what if he would have happened to go on there yesterday and open that open that page and MSN parts up, and he sees there's no Santa? He can read. He knows what the big jolly red guy is with the big white beard.
And then he'll ask his uncle, and his uncle's gonna lie to him.
Yes, his uncle would have lied to him because sometimes you gotta lie to him to protect them.
Okay, so why is it that not the same when your favorite politician and your government lies to you to protect you?
Hey, this to me, I have no problem. As long as it's in the best interest of this country, I have no problem with what the government does. That's you, Cortex in the building, and you Lott the sports job. You guys are the ones who beef with the government with their conspiracy theories.
No conspiracy theory.
I
just question things.
You can question anything you
So
want.
I
But like
know
I said,
the reality.
The best interest of the country. Hey, sometimes
So you
people
don't want to know the facts.
everything.
You don't want to know the truth. You don't want to know the facts. So
No.
the fact that Herman Cain's actually smashing is bad. So you rather assume he's smashing and not know.
He is. What do you mean? We do know. I mean, he could say no, none of this happened. But come on, at the end of the day.
So why does it matter?
I mean, it doesn't matter to me, but to agents, it matters.
So why does it matter if Ronald Reagan is a celebrity? Why does it matter if Arnold Schwarzenegger is president? It's different.
Because they don't have the qualifications or the background or even the education to know what it takes for the first thing to do to run a country. Look what Arnold Schwarzenegger did as governor in California. He did nothing but make TV commercials. Come on, man. I'm over here with Chris Carter right now. Come on, man.
Well, shout out to Ed Lover. It's really come on, son.
No.
ESPN didn't want to give my man no credit.
Nah, come on, man. Oh, come on, son. Get out of here, man. Come on, man. Schwarzenegger didn't know what he know about political views. What does he know about health care and taxes and all this stuff?
He's a Republican.
He knows all about anything. He's not even born. Was he even born in the U.S.? He was born
Austrian.
in Australia. Yeah, come on. How does he even get that?
He's a Hollywood professional. That's who runs the country.
And that's what I'm talking about, right? That's why I said America was dumb back then. You don't hire actors. You hire people who went to Harvard and Princeton and Columbia who get deep into these views and know about economics of the world to make this a better place.
But they say, but these same people, your peers, fellow Americans, say that the current president, Barack Hussein Obama, is not qualified, but he exudes all the characteristics you just described.
Yeah, but those people that you're referring to...
But America is not dumb now, you said?
Listen to me. Those people you're referring to are the same people who voted for Ronald Reagan. And those are the same people who hate healthcare laws but are benefiting from the same healthcare laws.
Those are your people.
Like, no, those people are not my people. Those people are dumb people. I don't like dumb people when it comes to they speak on things they know nothing about. I mean, you're going to save me. Like, I'm an insurance agent, and I hear these people, these elderly people, talk about, oh, this Obamacare, this same Obamacare is the one is helping you. You don't make any sense.
I don't want no
government
intervention in my government Medicare.
Yeah, does that make any sense to you? Like, I mean, I deal with a lady. She was, she was like quite intelligent. She was like, the only reason my husband was able to get health care is because of Obama. No insurance company was insuring this man because he had to get a triple bypass surgery on his heart, and no healthcare company would insure him. They told her, no, it's not happening. But I guess, with the Obamacare coming into law, he was able to get some insurance through the healthcare bill so far. I mean, he's still paying a lot of money for the insurance, but the fact is it saved his life. He was able to go get that heart surgery done. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, these people who say, oh, Obamacare is bad, no, that stuff is saving people's lives. And like I said, the people who's saying Obama's not qualified, They're these, and they're the ones who voted for President Ronald Reagan and celebrities to become president. They know nothing. They're illiterate at the end of the day because they don't know the facts. That's why I don't like to speak on too much politics because sometimes you don't know all the facts.
Well, politics itself is a sport of speculation.
It really is. I mean,
So on that note, let's add some sports to our speculation. Well, I guess we're in full swing of the association.
The association is back.
And speaking of the NBA, a lot of talks going on. You got this Chris Paul trade. I guess, so, I mean, I'm just the average Joe when it comes to sports. I thought the whole lockout was to prevent the LeBron James rule where you can't have super teams anymore. I mean, I don't understand. The Chris Paul trade, I'm all for it. I'm a New Yorker. I'm all for it. It's all to the good. But I don't understand what was the purpose of the lockout?
Well, that was Dan Gilbert's reason probably for the lockout. Some of the owners probably feel that way, but not all of them. And at the end of the day, this trade with Chris Paul, he's going to get traded somewhere. I mean, at the end of the day,
how? Doesn't the NBA, the league, the corporation, don't they own the New Orleans Hornets? So why would they? How can they sell you a team with no superstar? You got to keep Chris Paul. Also, it makes it attractive for.
I mean, Chris Paul's in the last year of his contract. It's either you're going to trade him and get something for him, or his contract's going to end and he's going to leave, and you're not going to have anything. So at this point in time, it's in the best interest for the New Orleans Hornets to trade Chris Paul, because if his contract's up at the end of the year, and it's a shortened year with only 66 games, you know what
happens in short seasons. The Knicks go to the championship. We all know the history.
The Knicks don't have anything to trade.
They messed up for trading for Anthony in the first place. They should have just waited. You could have had Gallinari and all the stars, and freaking you wouldn't need Chris Paul right now, really.
Yeah, but they couldn't wait. At that point in time, they wanted to make that deal happen.
But they need to wait for Chris Paul.
They can't wait. I mean, they can, but Chris Paul might not want to wait. He wants to get traded now. And there's a bunch of other teams who wanting to trade for Chris Paul. You know, the Nets, you got the Clippers, you got LA, you got the Mavericks. You got teams in there that wants this young superstar. He's a franchise player, obviously.
Chris Paul in LA is serious, boy.
Exactly. If Chris Paul goes to LA, that would be a nightmare. Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, with Gasol and Bynum.
Kobe's good for 3 prime years, right? Three you can't stop me years out of. He got 5 years left, barring injury.
I don't know about 3. I'll say 2.
They can run off on. I mean, obviously he needs another superstar because you need another superstar in today's game. But you gotta respect Kobe Bryant. You can't leave Kobe alone.
I do respect Kobe. What I'm saying,
and now he's showing you he's a small forward now too. What are you gonna do?
But not for 3 years. I say 2. 2 years, he has another chance to win a championship, but not 3. But the Chris Paul situation, I mean, he's best suited. I mean, if he goes to the Knicks, now you got the Heat, powerhouse, all-star team, then you got the Knicks, powerhouse, all-star team. Who has the advantage in that whole scenario right
Chicago's right in the mix, buddy.
No,
Chicago's serious.
Chicago will not be able to compete with those two teams.
I'm Chicago. I'm getting rid of Boozer. I'm bringing in Dwight Howard. Show over.
Yeah,
game over.
Yeah.
Game over. Get your game face on.
I understand.
Game time. Muscle.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Shout out to Muscle.
Shout out to Muscle. Muscle the builder on that track right there. But yeah, I mean, Dwight Howard would be he wants to leave the Magic.
Okay,
so the Magic. So Dwight Howard, if I'm Chicago, yes, that would be a great trade for Chicago to make. But I don't think Dwight Howard wants to go to the Bulls.
They don't even need it.
They won't be.
They can't even get, what's his name?
They need it.
This is Tyson Chandler. Is that his name?
Tyson Chandler is on the market right now.
Chicago picks him up.
I think he once was the Chicago Bulls, Tyson Chandler, wasn't he?
Sport.
But no, like I was saying, I mean, Dwight Howard, he wants to be either in LA, he wants to be in a big market, period. And I think LA, the Lakers or the Clippers is going to be his landing spot. I mean, you imagine the Clippers with Dwight Howard and Blake Griffin. That's a nightmare.
No, it's not.
What?
You just can't get no rebounds.
Big
deal. You can't get no rebounds.
And you're down.
It's a jump shot league anyway. You got all these Europeans in the league. You got all these Europeans in the lane. No one's going to the paint.
No, dude, it wouldn't even be contest. If Dwight Howard could do what he do with Orlando, imagine putting him up with another download big man like Blake Griffin, it's going to be a nightmare. It's going to get real ugly.
A nightmare. We'll be putting him
real ugly for the Lakers.
It'll be putting him in the Lakers uniform. Be a nightmare for the league because now you got offense, strategy, a team.
Well, no, because you can't really say that because the Zen Master is no longer coaching LA. We don't know what's going to happen with.
We know who the coach of LA is.
We know what the
Kobe
guy,
Bryant. What are you talking about?
That's not the coach of LA. Your boy.
And you got
Mike Brown,
Lou Alcindor chilling in the locker room training Dwight Howard on how to play his position. I don't know, man. You still gonna run a triangle?
No, man.
You're still gonna run the triangle?
No, I don't know. I mean, are you? I don't know because I mean that guy went to 2 championships. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was just
you can't run the LeBron.
Who knows?
He's not gonna run the LeBron offense. Give the ball to Kobe.
I mean,
Kobe is intelligent.
I mean,
he's a skilled basketball player.
No, I mean,
yes,
you can't
Kobe
really say that. I mean,
is a skilled basketball player.
Kobe
that was
is skilled. The only thing Kobe really has on LeBron is, I mean, I guess the post game, and you know he has a better shot than LeBron, but LeBron could do everything else probably better than Kobe.
Except score in the fourth quarter.
I mean,
He can do everything but score in crunch time. We need a crunch time celebrity star.
I can't even debate that. That's a fair assessment. He has to show up in the fourth quarter. Everybody knows this. LeBron knows this. So this is not something that we know. We don't need to beat a dead horse over here and start getting me on LeBron because people think that I have a problem with LeBron. I don't. I've been watching the man since he's been in high school. I never had a problem with LeBron, but it's the truth. The man, he needs to show up in the fourth quarter and, get the championship done. But
Speaking of which, your boys in Vegas got the Heat at 2-1 odds that they're gonna win the whole thing?
Yeah, 2-1 odds. But you think about it, you know what's the sad part of this? I'm not a gambling junkie. We should have had Killer.
Shout out to Killer.
Killer in the building. I should have had Killer on this segment right here because I don't even know what that means. 2-1 odds to win the championship. Like, do you understand what that means when it comes to those odds and stuff?
No, but again, I'm just the average Joe. But logically speaking, I guess they're saying in a 3-game series, they think the Heat are gonna win 2 games over the Lakers.
Are you sure?
No, but I think
so.
I
know you don't. I don't think that's what it means. But the 2-1 odds, I guess it's really favorable for them. You know that people think that the Heat gonna win the championship this year in Vegas. You know, I mean, is it too high? No, because it's not too high at all. Because the Heat went to the championship last year on their first year. You know what I'm saying? So. Who would not think that the Heat would not win the championship
they're twice as likely to win.
Exactly. They're twice likely to win the championship this year because they went to the championship last year when nobody said they were going to go, when everybody kept saying in the media, the Heat, they're not going, they're not ready, they're struggling, they're this, they're that, and they go to the championship. Yes, they do unfortunately lose because some things just happen as far as, games being played out, LeBron not getting involved as much. I don't think Spoelstra did everything he could do to get LeBron involved and keep him involved with all those superstars, those 3, But at the same time, though, they went. They were there. They should have won because they dominated the first 2 games. They should have won the series, but they didn't. So this year, I don't think it's too high at all.
The guys that won the series, they listed like number 5.
They're not even there.
The Lakers, Bulls, Thunder, Mavericks, Celtics, and Knicks.
From what I
That's how they have it listed.
Oh, see, from what I seen, they weren't even in the top 5. The odds makers that I seen. So now they're in the top 5?
Yeah, they're saying Heat, Lakers, Bulls, Thunder, Mavericks, Celtics, Knicks. But Knicks got 20-1.
Well, because, the Mavericks are losing. I mean, Tyson Chandler's a free agent. Caron Butler's a free agent, even though Butler didn't have really
What do you do with Caron Butler? What do you do?
Well, he's free. He's a free agent. I don't know if they're going to re-sign him. I mean, to have a fair shot at the title, they need those 2 guys back at the end of the day. Because if you're going to see the Miami Heat, you need a down-low presence. You need a guy who can stick out on the perimeter and score and guard LeBron. And that's what Caron Butler can do. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to think about making another run at the championship Mavericks, you need to go book those 2 guys and lock them back down. Because if the Heat, let me tell you something. If the Heat get Tyson Chandler, you can just wrap that up. I don't even need to watch the NBA.
Speaking of Heat and Mavericks, are they playing on Christmas Day?
Yeah, and I think that's very disrespectful because they're playing on Christmas Day, and also they're getting the rings that same day, that same game, the first game of the season.
Oh, great Christmas gifts.
That is BS if I ever seen any. You can't do that.
What's the problem? I'm missing your point here. Happy Hanukkah? Happy Kwanzaa?
You're shoving that in my face. That's disrespect. You booked me to play? I think David Stern did that because Dwayne Wade went off on him during the lockout. He wanted to shove that back into his face, and he said, we're going to book you guys